Hi everyone, welcome back to Monday Meds. I hope your week is off to a great start. Happy Monday to you all. Yes, it's Monday and I'm your health educator Tanisha Lawrence, and this is your Monday Meds. Yes, your Monday Meds. So yes, your week is off to a great start, and then earthquake hits. Did we talk about earthquake earlier this month? Yes, we did. The first video for this month, we talked about how you can prepare for an earthquake and how you can survive an earthquake. And it's interesting that it was just at the point when I was contemplating whether or not I should do the part 2 of the earthquake video that we did earlier this month, that I felt the shaking. Yeah, the shaking. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to talk about when the earthquake hits. Shaking. When it hits. Yeah, you do feel disoriented. What to do when the earthquake hits. Keep watching and definitely like, share, comment, subscribe. Tell us your experience if you felt an earthquake before, and tell us if you did feel this one that hit Jamaica today. It was a 5.2, some people say 0.6. We will talk more on that, so keep watching. So what to do when an earthquake hits. What to do when an earthquake hits. Now, if you have not seen part 2 that we did on this video, definitely check in the description section of this video, and I'll share it in the comment section. I'll share the link. All right, so we are using the book, The Survival Medicine Handbook. One of my favorites to survive, information to survive. Okay, this is by Doctors Joseph Alton and his wife his wife Amy Alton. I don't want to give him another wife. So Doctors Joseph Alton and his wife Amy Alton. Very powerful book. I cannot say it enough. Get a copy of this book for yourself and your family, especially if you're you're going to be the family medic. If you're the one who everybody looks to take care of them. Usually that's wives and mothers. All right, so you got to make sure you get this book, okay? All right, we will share in the description section how you can purchase it online. We don't get benefits from telling you this, but knowledge is power. Knowledge is key. So definitely get your copy. So yes, this is chapter 8. We're talking about from natural disasters, the chapter on natural disasters. So important. Now, like I said earlier, I felt the earthquake. It was about almost 30 seconds. Now, where we live, we are some miles distance away from the epicenter. The epicenter was around Kingston and St. Andrew. And I've gotten reports, I've heard from my friends, some of my friends who felt it, that it was horrible. It was terrible. It was unbelievable. Many of them are very traumatized. So it was a 5.6 magnitude earthquake, according to the earthquake center at UWI, that's the University of the West Indies, Mona. Now, we did share already about what to do to prepare, so check that video out, part 1. Today we're going to share on what to do while the earthquake is going on, or there's the shaking the movement. Now, for us, we were sitting at home, and like I said, I was thinking about, I didn't even verbalize it to David, that I was contemplating exactly what to share today for Monday Meds. As many of you know, we do Monday Meds videos most time on Mondays. And so, because it is for Monday, and so we like to be current. And so I was contemplating what to share, whether or not, because I did remember I promised you that we would do part 2. But I was saying to the Lord, I was saying, God, yeah, people don't think that, well, we won't have like earthquake. We're almost out of hurricane season, like going into the last month of November. And yeah, what about earthquake? I could probably do that next week and just start the month with it. And then I felt the shaking, and that confirmed it. That yes, we need to talk about how to prepare, not even how to prepare, because we did that, what to do when there is an earthquake. So first and foremost, I must tell you, if you've never felt an earthquake, you need to know that when there's a shaking of an earthquake, you naturally feel like you freeze, okay? Because today, even though I know what to do, we felt the shaking, and I said, that's an earthquake. And for a couple, maybe 2 seconds, we froze. And then it was David that said, let us go under the door jamb, like the doorway, because that's the best place to be. For those of you in Jamaica, yes, that's the best place to be. For those of you who are in North America and other parts of the world that the houses may not be built as strong as those we have here in Jamaica, that means the doorpost may not be the best place to be. The door frame, the entrance right there, may not be the best place to be, especially in the modern houses. And so you definitely need, like we said earlier in the previous video, and I must pick it up here because that's what you need to do. You need to get covered. You need to get your head covered. You need to make sure you're safe. So there was a principle they shared: drop, cover, and hold on. Now drop, cover, hold on, drop everything you're doing. Like we were sitting down, we stood up, just dropped everything we were doing and stood up. And we got cover, which was the doorpost. And then we held on to each other, which was a wonderful support. It's good to have someone there with you, but sometimes you'll be alone, and it's actually more traumatizing or more traumatic for you if you experience an earthquake over a magnitude of maybe 4.5 alone. And so I've gotten reports that yes, some of my friends, they were alone and they were traumatized. And so it is important for you to drop what you are doing, take cover. If you are in North America or wherever else and you're not sure of the safety or the strength of the doorpost, definitely go under a table, preferably a metal table that can give you that support. The plastic ones won't work, but you need to cover your head. If you can go under your bed where you can get that support, that's also good. A lot of the beds now, they are low, so maybe you're not able to go under it. But the best thing is to cover your head. So you drop what you're doing, you cover your head, and you hold on. If you can't hold on to someone, you hold on to something that's solid. Again, like I said, it's a nerve-wracking experience. It's frightful. You will naturally want to run or to freeze first and then run. However, if you're inside, it's best to, especially especially if you're not able to run to a clear space outside. Many times when we do drills, whether it is with individuals, like in a care home, a group home, or whether it is a school, you always want to go outside to a clear space where there's no electric poles nor wires. You don't want any trees or anything that can fall on you. Okay? And so I did say in the previous video that if you're inside, do not run outside. Now, don't run outside during the earthquake unless it is that you feel as though your house is not safe and that things may fall on you where you're inside. But if you can run outside to a clear space like an open field or a driveway that is long and you don't have trees around, like ours, we do have trees around us, so it wouldn't be safe for us to run outside. But then there is the plain field, so you can run outside and have open space. And so that is important. Also, like we said, do not use an elevator. Avoid elevators. Do not use lighters, matches. Consider that the shaking, especially if it was as horrible as I heard it was for those in Kingston, it may disrupt gas lines, especially in those in North America that use gas lines. So you have to consider that. So during the earthquake, you don't want to be doing nothing like cooking. If you're cooking, you turn off the stove, turn off the gas, and stop what you're doing. Drop what you're doing. Yeah, the pot, you can turn off the fire, turn off the flame. If you have a cast iron stove and you think it's still gonna, you can remove it off the stove. But drop what you're doing. No matter what you're doing, drop it and take cover. Okay, take cover, because your safety is important. If you're driving, like many people may be in traffic and they're driving and you may not feel it readily, but while you stop, like you're waiting in traffic, try and get out of the traffic ASAP, as soon as possible. And you have to try to be calm. Try to remain calm. Yes, and you have to try not to stop under bridges, not under trees, not under overpass, no power lines, no light posts. You avoid those. So that is one of the reasons you need to get out of traffic as soon as possible. If it means that you pull off, if you can try to do a U-turn safely, that would be important. All right, and they encourage that you stay in your vehicle. Stay in your vehicle while the earthquake is active, as in while it is still shaking, while there's still a tremor, while there's still earthquake. All right, stay in your vehicle. One of the things I would say, if you're in your vehicle, I would say that you wind your window down, at least one of your windows, because God forbid, because of the shaking, which that shouldn't happen, but anything can happen, you get locked in your vehicle or you get trapped in your vehicle, you can at least come out through the window. All right, so that's an idea that came to my mind while I was reading and prepping for this video. So that's what you can do. Tell us in the comment section if you have experienced an earthquake, what you did to keep safe, how did you feel, and such the like. Also, we'll share with you what to do after the earthquake. So after the earthquake, try to keep calm, try to keep composed. Do not use don't use a lighter, matches. Don't immediately use your stove. Be careful of power lines that may be down, light posts, that sort of thing. So if there was a hurricane, it's a similar thing. Okay, you have to consider those things. So we did tell you last time, the first video, that you need to prepare what you need to have. You need to ensure that you use if you use your cell phone to communicate, they're recommending that text messaging may be better than trying to call, because the lines may be jammed up. Maybe they are affected by the satellites, or whatever power signal may be affected by the earthquake. So you have to consider those things, that you may not be able to reach people immediately. Also, we did talk about the hand crank, the solar powered hand cranked radio. We did show you in the previous video. We'll share a link how you can get one like it. That can help you to have power for your cell phones, and also for lighting, and also communication, so you can get the radio on it. All right, and if it needs to, you can hand crank it, you can wind it up. All right, so we will cut it right here. Oh, the next thing, before we cut it here, we have to talk about what if in the case we did talk about having a whistle. I need to get my whistle. By next week's video, I need to show you that I have gotten my whistle. All right, so that's a promise. All right, so if just in case you get trapped under rubble, it is important, or under debris, it is important for you to tap. If you don't have your whistle, that you tap, find something you can tap, or you can pound on, for somebody to hear you where you are. Try not to use your breath too much, because that can cause you to get overexerted. And also, you can use the whistle. You can blow the whistle, and that actually would be louder. And that is why we are encouraged to have a whistle in our disaster preparedness kit. And so we're gonna wrap it up here. We're gonna wrap it up here for today, as we wrap up this month of October, a month of a lot of rain, a month of harvest, because that's what the rain is for, the harvest rain. We wrap it up here. I know many of you have been frightened, have been shaken, have been awoken by this earthquake. I pray that this will wake us up to the times that we're living in, that we are really living in serious times. We're living in the last days of Earth's history. We are on the borders of the end. And so I pray that whatever you need to do, whatever I need to do to make our wrongs right with our Maker and our King, that we will take that time to do it. Because you know what? It is either white or black. There's no in between. There's no gray area. And so we need to make right decision for right, for God, for right, or choose wrong. But you can't choose in between. There's no in between. And I pray that you will choose right. I pray that you will choose the right way and follow God. In contemplating for this video, and not just the video, but after the earthquake, I really thought about it, that this today, the second to last day of the month of October, this day may just be the last day for someone. I don't know if this is for you watching, but this day may just be your last day. And so I'm encouraging you to seek God while he may be found, and call upon him while he is near, because he is a present help to those who call upon him. I pray that you'll have a wonderful week, everyone. Have a safe week, everyone. No trick or treating. Have a blessed week, everyone, and God be with you. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Be sure to click the notification bell to get updates on all our new videos. Keep watching.